Hello, every pony. So, I want to point out first of all that this particular recording is ruining my perfect track record of one-shot videos. And so early in my YouTube career, it's sad. Apparently, for whatever reason, my recording software decided that all of a sudden the gain control option for the microphone was going to cause all kinds of distortion and instability and varying playback speeds and all kinds of crappy stuff like that. So, this is take 2 of Chapter 6 of Calm Before the Storm. I've noticed the last few days, part of the reason I didn't record yesterday, is that it seems like my Octavia accent is getting a little weak. I hoped maybe a day off would help me recapture it, but so far no luck, so we're just going to start off, and then hopefully it gets a little better as we go. Alright, let's begin. I should have been angry, traumatized. I had every right to be. Instead, I was fascinated. Her fangs extended from her jaw, slowly growing into a pair of wicked canines, hanging there like stalactites for the world to see. And then, just like that, they retracted back into her mouth. Her irises changed from their crimson-red hue back to their normal colors, a calm, soothing magenta that you could lose yourself in forever. I caught her sneaking glances at my bandaged neck, looking guilty. They say the eyes are the window to the soul. It was much easier to communicate with her now, and I no longer found myself having to wonder what she was really thinking inside that head of hers. Whether she was laughing or crying, happy or sad. Now I could really see her for who she was, the real her. The way her eyes lit up with excitement or dulled with sadness. Maybe the reason why I was so mesmerized by her eyes was because I'd never seen them before. She had kept them hidden from the world behind those signature shades of hers, so as not to frighten any pony with her eyes, which had a tendency to accidentally flicker between magenta and red, even when she didn't bare her fangs. And in my humble opinion, I thought they were so freaking cool. Oh my gosh, where can I get some? I'm so jealous. Pretty cool, right? Vinyl smiled. I giggled. Very, very cool. We continued to munch on our pancakes, which I had made after Vinyl Scratch somehow managed to not kill us both by trying to cook herself. Vampire or not, Vinyl was still a messy eater. Red juices stained her muzzle, dribbling down her chin. It's strawberry jam, I promise. An awkward silence settled over the kitchen, and we found ourselves looking around at the floor and ceiling, unsure what to say. I coughed. So, Vinyl? Yeah? How much do you need to drink? She frowned. Well, I guess normally 1 blood bag a month? All at once? Nah, I'd much rather mix it with my drink or something. I looked at her, aghast. You haven't slipped any into our meals, have you? A devilish smile played across her face. Vinyl, I shrieked, pounding a hoof. That is disgusting. Oh, come on, you tried it already. That doesn't mean I like the taste. So you have, haven't you? Nah. I sighed in relief. Well, maybe once or twice. Vinyl, she chortled. So have you worked out some kind of deal with the hospital? Is that why they let you have some every once in a while? Her expression darkened. I can't tell you that. Oh, come on now, is it Vampires Anonymous? She shook her head. I'm sorry. I wish I could tell you, Octavia, but it's confidential. I was taken aback. Oh well, I guess we all have our secrets. I looked down bashfully at my plate and murmured an apology. In any case, I'm sorry about wasting one of them. What? Oh. She waved her hoof dismissively. Don't worry about it. I think I got plenty when I, She fell silent, looking away shamefully. You know. Yes, I said a bit too loudly. When you drank. Yeah. Vinyl cleared her throat and took another bite of her pancakes. Have you ever fed? What? I tilted my head slightly. You know, drank from a pony. Oh, Celestia, no. No, you were my first. Final laughed, covering her face. And I've never killed any pony, if that's what you want to know. I sighed in relief, laughing nervously. I can't be living with a murderer now, can I? I wiped my lips. Now, you must tell me how I tasted. Her jaw dropped and she blushed furiously. Octi, I can't. I'm just curious, I laughed. Was I salty or sweet? Maybe bitter? She shook her head. Tell me. No. Please? Final sighed in exasperation, rolling her eyes. You tasted very nice. Sweet. I raised an eyebrow. Like candy? More like cough syrup? I couldn't contain myself. I shook my head, laughing, pointing at her, watching her redden even more. This was absurd. Surreal. Here I was having a conversation with a vampire over pancakes. So are you immortal? Heck no, and I'm glad, Final said, swallowing. I mean, who wants to live forever? There has to be some benefits, Final. I scoffed. Insurance? I gasped. Can you turn into a bat? No! Vinyl cackled. I wish. The usual, I guess? Super strength? To demonstrate, she lifted the couch with one hoof. My eyes and ears are sharper, and I can smell a lot better. I heal a bit quicker than most ponies, but it's nothing spectacular. And you won't go poof in the sun, will you? I asked worriedly. I won't sparkle, that's for sure. She laughed, shaking her head in my naivety. Octi, it's not like that. It's just really uncomfortable. It might be a nice sunny day for you, but for me, it's really hot. She paused. Octavia, when you said you loved me, I was surprised. You remember? Kinda. She groaned, rubbing her head. It's like there's this huge blank space in my head. 1 second I was talking with you, and then I was on top of you, and your neck was gushing blood. She shuddered. I've never lost control like that. It must have been scary, I said quietly, idly tracing a pattern onto the table. It was awful. She hugged herself. I thought I had everything under control, this curse. It was finally becoming manageable. But now I'm not so sure. I'm sure it'll be fine. My words were hollow and empty, something to offer for the distressed mare. They didn't mean anything, and I wasn't so sure I believed it myself. I'm afraid the next time I'll lose it, I'll turn into a... She gulped. A monster. And you won't be able to bring me back, Final murmured. I turned to face her. Don't talk like that. It won't happen again. But, Octi, shut up. She was quiet for a bit. Anyways, when you said it, it snapped me out of it. But only for a second. That kiss, though, that definitely set me straight. Did you mean it, though? Yes, Final, I exclaimed, shocked. I meant it with all of my heart. As cheesy as it sounded, I had. Or maybe I'd been desperate. I would have liked to believe that I had meant what I said, and that I said what I meant to say last night, but I'd be lying if I didn't say that they were the words of a pony whose life was in imminent danger. I would have said anything. So, will you be my very special sun pony? Final's eyes widened, hopefully. Did I really know what I was getting myself into? Would this relationship even work out? Breaking up was already hard enough without throwing a blood-sucking mare friend into the mix. The more I thought about it, I realized the only thing stopping me was my lack of faith. While things were more liberal in Manhattan, Canterlot nobility tended to stick to more traditional values, if you get my drift. A filly fool wouldn't stand a chance, and my mother would definitely not approve. You can't keep living your life according to your mother's standards. I sucked in. Yes, I'd love to be your very special sun pony. You should have seen the look on her face. She raised her hooves in the air, ready to implode with joy before I interrupted her. But, I stopped her. But you have to promise me something. No more secrets and no more lies. I want to know the real Vinyl Scratch. You already know so much about me, and I don't know anything about you. Okay, I can do that, she said. Yes, finally, oh sweet Celestia. It took 6 freaking months. What? For you to get a clue? For your information, Vinyl Scratch, I was not a complete dolt the entire time. I huffed. I knew that you liked me, I just wasn't sure if I liked you back. I tried being subtle about it. I rolled my eyes. Oh, please. You were about as subtle as Princess Celestia in a banana suit. Yes, 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 yes. She hopped around like a foal. Yes, yes, yes. Sit down and eat your pancakes. Yeah, Mom. She stuck her tongue out. Oh man, I can't wait to tell Lyra. I coughed. Vinyl, could we keep this under wraps for the time being? She glanced up from her plate. Still in the shed? Some of us aren't as comfortable as you are, Vinyl. You know where we are. Oh, so what? Forget Canterlot. They can kiss my fat flank for all I care. Her flank wasn't very fat. In fact, it was very curvy. Nice to look at. I'm getting distracted again. You know what really get their britches in a bunch? Us kissing. I choked on my orange juice. We should just walk down the street and start, like, making out. Vinyl! And we should make it extra messy, with lots of tongue action. It'll be hilarious. I looked at her with lidded eyes. You know, we don't need an excuse to make out. There was a glint in her eye. She shifted her chair over until she was close and gave me her very own bedroom eyes. Oh, really? She puckered her lips and leaned in, and I stopped her, pushing her face away with my hoof. First, brush your teeth, and watch those fangs. Oh. I gave her a quick peck on the cheek, and I swear she just melted. Vinyl agreed that we both deserved a day off, so after making a few calls, she and I were free. Free to do, well, just about anything. She suggested a nap, but I wanted to cuddle. We did both. A few times I had woken up because she'd been hugging me so tight she was crushing the life out of me. After some takeout, we just sat outside on our balcony, watching the Canterlot skyline. And for a while things were all right. I tried to tell myself that it was over, the worst had come to pass. The worst had yet to come. We only have tomorrow to make you into a proper mare, I reminded her. And we'll start by getting into those gaudy sunglasses. She had an entire closet full of sunglasses of all colors and shapes. I think she was more miffed over her broken glasses than the fact that I'd tried to kill her with a silver knife. Hey! I snatched them away from her and dangled it out of her reach. She sighed. The dinner with your parents, right? Are you going to tell about us? I blanched. Absolutely not. They can't know. No pony can know. Not yet. It's bad enough that I'm a filly fool of Vinyl. If word gets out that I'm fooling around with a vampire. Vinyl shook her head. Bad. Very bad. I've worked too hard to keep this secret from every pony. So you understand? I understand the vampire part. So what? We're going to some fancy restaurant? I told her the name. Hey, I thought we got kicked out of there a few weeks ago, she said. Yes, because some pony decided it would be a good idea to burp as loud as they could, and to use her fork and spoon as drumsticks. She waved her hoof. Forget it. What's for dinner? Oh, horse apples. I cracked open the fridge. Hey, do you want the rest of this sandwich? I asked, holding up a plate. She gasped. So that's chapter 6 done, and I have to admit I like the reference at the end there that fits in with the YouTube video of them being roommates. That video always cracks me up. You know what I'm talking about, right? That video? Come on, you guys know what I'm talking about? I'm not crazy, I promise. There's a video, you can look it up. Alright, so, it's not that late yet, and it's a Friday night, so I might end up uploading more. I've got all weekend. Who knows what'll happen. So, see you next time.